Hello students. So we started chapter number 15 from your textbook in our last lecture, which was improvement in our food resources. Improvement in food resources. We studied that what are our food resources mainly and why we need this improvement, as why the food which we produce now is not capable of providing for everyone, or you can say for the huge population of our country. That's why we need to improve our food resources in case of farming also, like crop, and in fish, meat, etc. So today we are going to learn that how you can improve the crop yield. So the topic is improvement in crop yields. Crop, you know what is crop, but yields, that means quantity, or you can say product. How you can increase the crop quality, quantity, product, or yields. How you can improve this crop production means we are having same area. Let us say for example we have this 3 acres of land for farming. So per year mainly at least you can produce about 200 kg of any crop. We are studying this for just example. Now let's say if you apply this method which we are going to study in this farming on this same land which is 3 acre, it is possible that you can produce almost 1000 kg of that same crop by improving the practice or improving the process of farming. So let us study first the basic farm practices. So first understand our food. So let's say that in from crop which kinds of food we take. So first of all it is cereals like wheat, rice, maize, etc. What they provide us? They provide us carbohydrates. Carbohydrates means it includes glucose, fructose, galactose, etc. So these cereals, they provide us carbohydrates. Or you can say another example, that is pulses. In pulse, which includes gram, that is chana which you eat, pea, that is matar, black gram, like this same gram, it is in black color, or you can say moong dal which we acquire. So these all pulses, they are very rich in proteins, means they contain high amount of protein which is important for us. And last one is oil seeds. We also need lipid and fat. So these two things are derived from oil seeds. So examples for these oil seeds are very well known groundnut, shing, બધા ખાતા જ હોય. Groundnut, this it provides us lipids and fats. Well, there are many other examples like castor, sunflower, sing tel, kapasi tel. They are all examples of oil seeds. So you see there is a large variety. The chapatis you eat, they come from wheat. The sabji you eat which come from these pulses, that is gram, pea, moong, and oil which we use come from seeds. So these all come from basic process which is farming. or you can say these all are a kind of crops. So these are all crops. So we are here to understand that how you can increase the production of these crops by scientific methods. There are also other crops which are mandatory to grow, like us. Animals also need food, and here we are talking about animals, that is livestock, means cows, buffaloes, etc., which are helpful for us in farming as well as in dairy product. They provide us dairy product, and lastly they provide us their meat. So these animals or livestock also need crops or food for their growth. So the crops which are grown for only for livestock animals, there are some examples also. These crops which are provided for these livestock, they are generally called as fodder crops. They are generally called as fodder crops. They are for animals or livestock. They are grown just to make food for these animals. So let's see what are the examples of fodder crops. They are like berseem, Sudan grass. Those of you which are belong from villages, you are quite aware of these names. So these are for animals or livestock. They are called as fodder crops. So these are raised for food, raised as food for animals. So there are different types of crops or figures of crops given in your textbook. In figure 15.1, you observe that different pictures that will give you a better idea about crops. So you see these are different crops, or you can say many varieties of crops. So these different varieties of crops, they also require different climatic conditions, different temperature and different photo periods for their growth. You are quite aware that in some seasons only few kinds of crops are grown or farmed, and in different seasons other kinds of crops are farmed. Like you are quite aware of it that maybe in monsoon we generally grow kapas, in other seasons we generally grow, in winter we grow sugar canes. So these, why we choose these seasonal crops? Because they require different climatic conditions. Like some crops can be grown only in winter, some only in summer, some only in monsoon. They require different temperature, because in winter the average temperature is about 80 to 20 degree. In summer the average temperature is 35 degree. So different crops require different climatic conditions and different temperature for their growth. Now what is this? Photoperiods is maybe a new term for you. So photoperiods is the amount of sunlight, or you can say the time period in which crops should get sunlight. So different crops need different amount of sunlight, so it is photoperiod. So these are the factors affecting growth of crops. So different crops require different conditions for their growth and completion of their life cycle. So most of these plants and flowers are generally having requirement of more sunlight as compared to other crops, because they provide us food by photosynthesis. Now you know what is photosynthesis. Plants and flowering plants, they produce food in the presence of sunlight plus water. They produce glucose, which is major source of energy, a kind of carbohydrate. So you see different crops require different conditions to grow. So the crops which are grown in rainy season, or you can say in monsoon. So in our country, monsoon lasts for some months from June to October. After October it is winter. So the crops which are being grown in this season, that is monsoon, these crops are generally, or this season is generally called as Kharif season. It is not scientific word, it is just a word for monsoon, that is Kharif season. So the crops will be called as Kharif crops. So examples of these Kharif crops are generally paddy, that is rice, soya bean, you may be heard this word soya bean. Another is pea, again matar, maize, makai, cotton, that is kapas, green gram, that is vatana. So these all are Kharif crops, or you can say these all are grown in monsoon season only. Likewise, there are some crops which are grown in winter season. So this season is generally called as Rabi season, or crops are called as Rabi crops. So examples of these crops are generally mustard, peas, etc. So you see, this is the classification of Kharif crops and Rabi crops. This is generally for introduction only, or you are not supposed to remember this, or it is not helpful in improvement. It is just for your general knowledge. These things the farmers at the village are having more knowledge about this than you. That's why you are being studied this. So if you know the normal process of farming, many of you belongs to village may know that the normal process of farming, they require different steps. Like first of all, we have to choose crop variety, means which kind of crop we are going to farm, if it is cotton or it is paddy or soya bean. So first of all it is crop variety. The next thing is production. First you choose the variety of crop, then you produce that crop, and once they are grown, you are supposed to protect that crop. Why protect? You have to protect it from birds, from insects which will come to eat your crop. So we have to first choose the variety of crop, then production, and then protect. So if there are these three steps in normal farming process, you can say that improvement which we are studying, improvement of this crop can be done at three different stages. It can be done at crop variety improvement, it can be done at crop production improvement, and it can also be done at crop protection management. So we are going to learn this improvement at every level, at variety level, at production level, and at protection level. So in next lecture we will study how these different levels or improvement at these different levels is done. Thank you, students.